Hey everybody, welcome back to the 5-minute follow-up. Today I'm here with Ed McDonough, one of our premier Marketing Connect partners, and Ed was on the podcast a short time ago. Before we get deep into the questions of the 5-minute follow-up, Ed, why don't you remind everybody who you are and what you do real quick?
Hey everybody, so Ed McDonough from ECE Marketing Services, and our mainstay service is providing done-for-you email campaigns to service-type businesses, and we also do some cold B2B email marketing.
Awesome. So the follow-up question that came to my attention, Ed, when we were doing your podcast, you talked briefly about how impactful email still is over a lot of these social media platforms, directory platforms, marketing platforms that really promote people out. And I won't go into names because I don't want to, get into any kind of trouble. But you also mentioned an Experian report that basically stated that email is still the most value. Can you give us an indication from your perspective? Why is that true? Why is it important? And then maybe a sample of how to work it if I were to try to do it myself.
Sure. So, the number one mode of communication in our society is email. I mean, every single thing is done through email. Whether it's a reminder for your doctor's appointment, when your order is getting shipped from Amazon, communications on a professional level through your job, through your work, to your clients, if you're a professional service provider. So email is still the basis communication that we run our life from. Everybody has an email account. Not everybody has a Facebook account. Not everybody has a LinkedIn account. I mean, if you're a professional, you should, but everybody has an email account because that's the way we do business. And email is definitely here to stay. So, the Experian report that we talked about said that for every $1 spent in email marketing, the return on investment was $44.25. Well, that's why, is because everybody is in tune with doing email marketing. So let me give you something. So I have a book, it's called The Email Marketing Advantage. And let me give you something from the book that can help you. So the book is really to teach you how to go do this yourself. And I'm going to give you the quick synopsis here. So what we found through the testing we've done, so we built our own email marketing platform. It's called the Quantum Email Marketing Platform. And last year alone, we ran over 1.16 million emails through it. And we've taken all that data, the analytics from that, and we've compiled it, and we found what works the best. And what we found that works the best for an email campaign is to create a 5-part email campaign that you send over a 16-day period. So the 5 parts in the 16 days come from all the testing that we've done. Again, through those tens of thousands of tests, we found that sequence works the best to engage people, to have them pay attention, but yet not to be so intrusive that we're jamming an email down their throat every day. So you send email 1 out on day 1, 3 days later you send email 2, 4 days later you send email 3, 4 days later email 4, 4 days later email 5. And that's enough to get people interested. Now the content of those emails are going to be one of two things. Number one is it's going to be an educational piece. So if you're a B2B business, that's going to be some kind of education, usually industry specific works good, whatever you are. So I will just give you a quick example. So I actually have a client who's an SEO company. And so we put out some articles about how SEO can affect your rankings in the Google search results, the generic search results. For service type businesses, what works really good is an offer that's called a free gift with purchase. So to give you an example, we work in the day spa industry quite often, and one of the offers that produces really well for us is to invite people to come in to get a free massage, and then we give them a free gift on top of that. So it might be like a facial mask or some product or whatever. So that's a very high producing return on investment type of email campaign. And so this 5-part email campaign all talks about that same offer or that same educational piece. And the goal of the email is just to get people to contact you for whatever the offer is, or go read your article if it's that. it's not a newsletter. It's not, we're not trying to sell 10 things in one email.
Yeah.
It's just all about creating one piece and sending it out multiple times so you get the highest engagement. So I hope that helps, Tom.
Actually, that was perfect, and not only perfect answer, but it was literally 5 minutes on the dot. so that's our time with Ed today. I hope everybody learned something, because I certainly did, and I appreciate it very much. Ed, thank you very much for joining us again on our follow-up.